Welcome back to another video. The weather has finally improved and here's what's coming up today.
Bad start this morning. A ewe lamb had twins and she's stone dead. At long last, the weather has changed. The sun is high up in the sky. Take off your clothes, put on your togs. First thing I heard this morning when I went out, the cuckoo. The summer must be here at last.
I see it still sound out in you after John. You didn't you're minding this one.
What have you done, boys?
To hell with you, Joe. Why will not sound so simple? Bad start this morning. A ewe lamb had twins and she's stone dead. So we'll have to adopt the two little lambs here.
What killed her?
I know that grass hitting her, what?
We don't know.
She's dead anyway.
So she's two lambs here now. So get the two lambs there now. And we've two singles that are already lambed. We've one here. So we got these adoption crates there off sheepproducts.ie. We got two more of them. So she's a lot of milk and this yours a lot of milk. So we'll give one lamb each to each of them. So you see, they definitely won't take him, but they might take him after a few days.
This one?
Yeah. So get the next one there. See, he's even trying to suck her there. But we'll put her head into the crate there now, so she won't know the difference. So this lamb will have to go off the knackery now, off the wards. So, poor yo. This is the second lamb now. At least we don't have to feed him his pets in there.
Oh, she'll kill him. Where are they, huh?
In there now, into that one. So one lamb each. He's a big strong lamb as well. So they're off a mule yo lamb as well. So we put them sucking there now. Right.
First thing I heard this morning when I went out, the cuckoo. The summer must be here at last. The cuckoo was singing mad this morning early.
We don't hear the cuckoo too often.
No. But he
used to be heard more before.
She used in olden times, I think.
So that's a good start now. I put that lamb sucking there and he's sucking away. So they are big old lambs, so they'll have no bother getting used to sucking. So hopefully they'll take them now. We're able to give the ewes some hay, water and stuff here in front. We've another one adopting here. That's two, that's three. And we've another one up here. So this one's in here now 4 days. And I let her out a while ago there and she's still not taking him. So I'm gonna have to put her head back in now again for another few days. So it's a slow process sometimes, but it's better than feeding pet lambs, I tell you.
At long last, the weather has changed. The sun is high up in the sky. We'll go mad today. We're not used to this. 6 months of bad weather, and here we are now, a grand fine day today.
We'll get sunburnt.
Long may it last. Take off your clothes, put on your togs. With the fine weather now, everyone will be delighted. Cows are out, the fields are all dried up, the lambs are jumping in the field. Even the people will be jumping.
I was trying to say all farmers across the board will be happy to get cows out and sheep out.
We don't know how the weather is across the world, but it's very good here in the south of Ireland today anyway. Long may it last.
Will the ground conditions dry up fairly quick, so?
They have dried up already. This time with the long days, the ground is after hardening up.
Grass will go mad, so will it?
It should grow now if there's some manure out and things.
I was trying to say if they hadn't the manure out, it won't grow. Is that what you're saying?
There won't be much growth anyway. The people that have manure out with a week or two now will be working.
So yeah, we're just taking out one more bale here to a rougher kind of a hill where there's ewes and lambs. We're waiting for one of the fields to grow back a bit of grass before we let them back in there. So it's definitely after quieting here now the last couple of days here now. Colin's here with the Mayo jerseys on, whatever the Mayo jersey's about.
Mayo.
His grandfather's from Mayo, Petty Moran, but yeah, it's definitely getting quieter. Hopefully this place won't be full again until next year, please God, if the weather stays good. So we still have a few to lamb, a good few to lamb, but hopefully we're over the worst of it now. Jesus, enough weight. Oh, it is a bit damp here, but it'll be alright. That's some all the piss coming down from the ewes there. Hold on now a minute. Try back into that way, see if you pick it up. Because you can. Come on now, a bit of speed, because you'll drive it back otherwise. What? Ah, for fuck's sake.
Knock it out front.
Go on. So yeah, we have a few bales left over. So we'll keep them now for later on there, alright. Because we're only putting out this hay now, a hay bale, because we're waiting for a field to grow back, because it got very bare there of the wet weather. The field went to shit. So we're waiting another week for that to come back. So we're just giving them hay and a bit of nuts now at the moment. So we're going to be doing a big massive clean up here over the next few days now. Cleaning up all down here. Cleaning out one side of the pins at least, because hopefully one side now, there's whatever 20 something pins that'll do us. And we've 8 pins above. But people who are lambing now, it must be some A's to be lambing in this good weather. Like, if we look back at the few videos back by us, the weather we had, it was absolutely shocking. The worst ever we had. We thought last year was bad. Last year was a walk in the park compared to this year. So Jesus, hopefully we won't get weather like that again. Luckily, only for the space we had in the sheds here, we'd be screwed. We'd have over 100 lambs now, I'd say, at least. We were able to keep in 300 lambs during the worst part of the storm them days, and we only maybe had about 10 losses roughly, which wasn't too bad. Other lambs that have died since, like ewes sitting up on them, and lambs born dead and lambs born with bags overhead. You can't do anything about that. There was a survey done over the last couple of years there in Ireland. The best sheep farms in Ireland lose 12%. So out of every 100 lambs, you'd have 12 dead at least. But the average farm is 20% at least and above. So if you're around those numbers, you're not going too bad. You have a lot of losses at lambing time. The person who says they have no losses, you can be sure to God they're not telling the truth, because there's plenty of losses during lambing. And even just talking to local people there, they found it very hard now, lambing this year and stuff. They were like, what are we doing all this hardship and no return? But hopefully the prices will stay good now for this year, and we'll make loads of money. So here's a perfect example now of giant hill. So we've had very little cases of giant hill now this year. You can see the other twin there walking away, no bother at all. So this lamb here, when they get the giant hill, it's either in the back back leg or in the front leg, and you'll see them hold it up. So this is a typical example now of giant hill, holding up the leg there. So, and he's gone very slim. So, and he was actually fine yesterday, because I walked this field and I remember that lamb, because there are only 2 black lambs in this field. So going to give him some antibiotic there and a pain reliever as well, and give him another jab tomorrow, a long acting one, and then another one after a few days until he comes right. But we've caught it early enough, so if they go too long without an injection, they're not going to recover from it. But it's a bad disease. So yeah, we've very little cases now this year, thanks be to God, but we won't need the odd one. So we've only had 4 cases out of all the lambs so far to get giant hill, which is very little for us. And one of them is there, the lamb on the right, the back right lamb there now. So he wasn't very bad, but he was the same as the other lamb, and he made a full recovery. So he was on a week of antibiotics there, and lamb is absolutely perfect again. So you have to catch them early though, otherwise they're screwed. So we're just going up spreading fertilizer there now and just checking on the ewes. And what do we have here? A fucking deer again. So I saw a few of them on the way up, and they ran away. So they're starting to come out now with the good weather. We haven't seen them all with the cold weather, but it's a big one there now, I tell you. So you can see they're trying to eat the fucking grassy mountain here now. There's scarce enough the grass besides them fuckers eating it. So yeah, we're going spreading up here now. We're coming over the hill here, over this mountain. Our farm is way down there in the valley, so we've more kind of rougher fields over this way, and we're going spreading them now. And the deer is off after the sheep. Start her up, so. Right. Huh? Tis going. Tis giving you a small bit of trouble, but tis going. No, that'll grow the grass. Oh Jesus, got into my Jeep. So we have a few fields here now. A lot of people wouldn't call them fields, but we call them our fields in it. So they're fairly high up here now. Good enough for growing grass there later on. They're like obviously not as good as our home place. There's not much here, like, but there's a bit of a pick here, so that's why we're spreading this. So when the fields get bare below, we'll bring up a couple of hundred or a couple of hundred lambs roughly, or maybe about 150 ewes up here. There's a few of them over there and a few up there. We'll be spreading them. They're high, they're gravelly kind of lumps, but it kind of gives the home farm a bit of a break. And when the hill is growing, the hill where we spread a bit of fertilizer as well over there. So we'll open that gate and lay them off up there, and they'll be there for a good solid 2 months, ewes and lambs. And we'll bring them back in then for waning time, and we'll be selling the lambs then. So I'm just doing now the rounds this evening, as I do every evening. And since I got this new quad off O'Neill's there, this box has been a great benefit for us here, because when we were walking the fields there other times, I'd often walk over just myself, and if I ever see a lame lamb, would say for example, would joint tail now or something, I have everything inside here, all my medicine, cans of spray, magnesium, calcium sprays, needles and everything, all inside there, and you can put plenty more if need be. But it's a gift, because everything's in the box. Before, I used to be throwing stuff on the side and I'd be losing and falling off and everything, so that box is waterproof and it's a great job. So if any person's interested in it, O'Neill's in Milltown. Same with this windshield here, some job in the cold weather and the rain as well. So great for lambing as well during the lambing season. So if we ever find lambs with joint hill there out, last year we had a bad enough year with the joint hill. So far this year we've had 4, which is low enough for us considering the amount of lambs that have gone out. So 4 lambs we've got, and what we give to the lambs with joint hill is we give them a pain reliever and anti-inflammatory here straight away, and then we go in with a quick acting antibiotic here, and then after that's fast acting, and then after the next day we'd give them something like this Promox LA long acting, and you'd have to give them that again about 2 to 3 days later, or Betamox LA would be the same. But with joint hill you have to catch it within the first day at least, otherwise they'd be absolutely crippled. It's a bad enough disease they get around lambing time. Last year we got a lot, like I said. So the numbers are dropping now, and it's definitely getting quieter over the last couple of days. There's the old lambing here now. She's a harness on, bubbles out, so we'll take off the harness and pull the 2 lambs. But the harness will be going back on, because if one thing that I've learned over the years is not putting on harnesses again, or whatever, putting on ewes, because when you go out in the field a couple of weeks later, some of them, not all of them, would have the prolapse out again. So we'll be putting that back on her, and it'll be getting taken off her at shearing time. So yeah, 2 big strong lambs off this ewe here. So the harness is back on, and she's going to get culled when she's only a young sheep, she's only a hogget, but she's not going to get a second chance. You have to be ruthless when it comes to lambing time, or else you're going to have the same problem next year. This one here has really weird paps, and she doesn't have much pap and 1 milk, so she's getting culled. This one over here is also getting culled. She's the one that put out everything. So that one. So a lot of the sheep, 2 in adoption crate, and this one here is getting culled as well. She also had a soft lamb, but she prolapsed as well. So all these ewes are problems, the ones that have been kept in now. It seems like a lot, but I suppose it's not that many out of a big number over the last few days. But trailer into position here now, so this is probably the last big clean out now of the season. So I'm going to take out some mule lambs here now as well. There's a good few here, front and back, and they're going to a certain field up the road where we're feeding them. Obviously because they're only a year old, not even. And we're just going to take out the rest. We're going to do a big empty today, all up here as well. So the shed, we shouldn't even be using one side. No, we'll probably get rid of one side, clean it out, and we'll be done with it. So yeah, so the hardest part of lambing after is cleaning out all the straw, mucking it out here, all the pins and everything. Big enough job, but we'll worry about that now when we're finished the lambing. So I have the quad all washed up there now. It was an absolute shit like the one there. Ken O'Neill of Milltown there, O'Neill's Milltown, is coming to collect it as he's dropping a quad out nearby, and he's carrying it back for a service, as it's due for a service. So after 20 hours when you get a new quad, you have to get the first service after 20 hours. So yeah, he's collected it, and he'll be dropping that there now in a day or so as well. So some service by O'Neill's Milltown. So there's the name if anyone's after any quad spreaders or anything like that. There's the name. Up all that.
quad is back. The head is back here with it. He collected it. He serviced it because we were busy at sheep and lambing. We had no time to collect it.
Not many.
So he arrived back with it again this evening.
Not many people do that, sir.
Not many people do that, so.
Come on, Ken. Go back again.
Looking at the quad service back here again. The box up in the front of it there is very handy. We're going out there, we want to come magnesia or injections or anything.
Sprays.
For sprays for a sick sheep. And the protection in the front there from the wind. To the mighty, because in a cold black day, and every day is a cold black day, the wind don't hit you half as hard.
It stops the driving wet as wind as well.
You can tuck in behind it and it's flexy as well. But
that is a good job.
you're right here now for another 80 hours service, okay? And then the next one will be at every 200 hours after that.
Okay.
So
Okay,
the first couple of services are the most important ones in any new bike.
It tells you on the screen when the service is due in it.
Yeah, this tool here is flashing and it counts back down so you know how many hours are left.
Super.
But like any new bike or anything in all new engine, like the most important thing is the first couple of services because you've
First couple for services, right?
metal swath inside and dial, so it's good to get them changed and get them done, like, you know. It's
Super job,
important, yeah.
Super job, super job.
Keep on top of them.
Yeah. So.
And I see it's still sound after you, John. You didn't like. You're minding this one.
I was spreading fertilizer today with an older one. And when I got turned last year, and it was all rocks, rough drum.
Yes.
I managed not to. I kept away from the right bed.
You the spreader, all right?
I spread it anyway.
No, the spreader you damaged.
I damaged the spreader, all right. Pulling through the rocks, you got caught between two stones. Anyone looking for a new quad? Or I think he said second-hand quads as well.
We do.
O'Neill's and Milton is the place. They give great service. They sell graters. They're out in a big way with lawnmowers and all types of tools.
So we're really coming to the end of the O's lambing now. So, Sally, stop. So we've twins born here now, not that long. So we don't really come out that more now at night shift anymore. Just showing once, but once during the night. But two strong couples here, our twins here, born in the slats, and at least they can lamb away in the slats and their feet won't go down. So at least so we'll just give these a drop of milk now and get them going. So that's it for another video. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you for the next one. What have you done, boys?
To hell with you, Joe.